Let's go over the keys to beat those taller defenders in basketball. Now this could be a problem for a lot of players, but I'm gonna give you some simple tips, moves, and a drill that's gonna help you take it next level so you can beat these taller defenders super easy, even ones that actually move. Coach Jesse Minshew at Get Handles Basketball, where I show you how to play like the pros. If that's something you're looking to do, make sure you subscribe and click that bell icon so you can catch the newest videos. And if there's any other part of your game you're looking to improve, first of all, make sure you check out my channel because I probably got a video on it already. But if I don't, go ahead and leave me a comment down below and I'll try to get you one ASAP. The first thing you want to keep in mind with bigger defenders is typically they're not going to be as quick as you or as athletic if you're a shorter player. So I'll really try to take advantage of that. When I got a taller defender on me, I'm like, okay, cool, piece of cake. Give them some good quick fakes and you can get past a lot of those guys really easily. Me personally, when I guard players that are shorter than me, they actually even give me a hard time. And I'm not like super tall, but some of the guards that are shorter and quick are really hard to guard. And here's why. They do a really good job of using that quickness. And since their steps aren't as long, right, because they have shorter legs, they can get those steps off quicker. So I would recommend that you pay attention to that with your steps, trying to make them a little bit quicker and choppier and getting some of those quick shifty fakes. The other thing you'll want to pay attention to is dribbling the basketball down low. So keep it at waist height at the very highest for these types of defenders. I'm a kind of coach where I'll tell you to dribble up to shoulder height. But when you got a taller defender, you want to keep that ball down low because that's not in their comfort zone. That's going to help you a ton. Click that like button if that first tip helped you out. Now let's talk about specific moves. Okay, so here's 5 really quick, easy moves that you can put into your game and start beating these taller defenders. The first one is one we kind of talked about already. It's just the inside-out dribble. Again, focus on keeping the ball low. You don't have to sell a big fake. Just use your shoulders a little bit and a little bit of a step with the opposite foot to get them to move that way a little bit, and a lot of times you'll be able to blow it by them. Second move is the combo with that. So a little bit of a step, but not as big of a step with that in and out, so you don't get them leaning as much because we want to try to get them leaning more this way. So a little step and then a little bit bigger step this way to get them shifting this way, and then hit them up with a crossover. Again with that, try to keep the dribble about knee height. So boom, boom, real quick, rapid fire. Third move, come from a little bit higher, dribble about waist height, and then come this way, boom, kill it down low. Kind of like a same effect as the in and out dribble, but this will keep the ball even lower so they can't get to it. Key tip is to make sure the second hand is waiting down low so you can kill it, pop it back that way. Footwork's gonna be pretty much the same as that in and out dribble with that opposite foot moving. Good one again to keep that ball low, fake them out of their shoes and come the other way. Fourth one is going to be the Isaiah Thomas go-to move. You might have seen him do this a lot. He'll come to his defender, step with his opposite foot to keep the ball protected, and act like he's going to like turn around and come back this way to either retreat or spin off of him. And then from there, boom. When he puts him to sleep, he just blows by him. Real simple thing you can do. Again, try to keep the ball low and make sure you got your body completely between the defender and the basketball. Fifth one's a really good, quick, shifty one that you can do kind of more approaching your defender if you got a little more distance from them, is to just cross over, and you can do this one a little bit higher, but as you cross over, it's gonna be more up and down, and as this hand's getting the ball, step out with that opposite foot. So, boom, just something real quick and shifty to kind of mess with your defender's head. Sell the fake a little more with the foot on this one, and again, try to keep the ball at hip height, and then from there, blow by him. Now there's one other technique that will really make sure you're doing a good job of getting past your defender from these moves and sealing them from there so you can stay in front of them and score more points. And it's also a drill. So it's a move / drill that I'm going to give you that's going to help you a ton. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know who you think's better at beating taller defenders, Isaiah Thomas in his prime or Kemba Walker. Okay, so this move / drill, there's actually 2 variations of it. And the cool part is you can go ahead and use this with all the 5 moves that I gave you before this and combo it into this. So you can get that first step out of it. And that's what we're gonna be working on, is a long, low first step. That's big for beating those taller defenders because they have a little bit longer stride length, right? So if you can also get a stride length that's long and get low with it, you have a good chance of sealing them and getting past them because your long stride length is gonna be quicker than theirs. And a lot of those tall guys, even though they have longer legs, They're usually not as mobile in their hips versus a shorter player. So if you're shorter and have nice mobile hips, you're gonna be able to get that long step. So this drill is gonna help with all those key elements. All we're gonna do is come from any of your different moves. So we'll use the first move as the example for all these, but again, all the 5 moves I gave you before, you could use this with. So inside out, touch this cone. Get a low cone. If you don't have a cone, you could just put a shoe on the ground, or you could even, if you really want to get low, just touch the ground with that step, okay? The other thing you want to pay attention with this is that you're stepping with this opposite foot. So kind of how we talked about with that Isaiah Thomas setup dribble, that will help protect the basketball. And that move will be the one exception where you'd want to step with the same side foot because of the way the setup footwork works. But all the other ones, boom, I'd want to step with this foot, so now the ball is really protected. On the Isaiah Thomas one, just make sure you keep the ball behind your hip, again, so it's protected. You might have a tendency to put it here, but if you'll notice, if this is my defender, they can get in at the basketball. So any of the moves though, the first version is to come like that, boom, go all the way to the basket. If you don't got room to work with, you can just come from this, step back, okay? And rep it out. I would do that like 10 times in the layups each direction. Go ahead and do that with all your moves. You could turn this into a complete workout. The other variation is to move the cone over just a little bit and move it in just a little bit. Same thing, coming boom, boom, and then just work on coming in front of the cone and stopping dead, getting low. That's one thing Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas, Kemba Walker, a lot of the great guards, Chris Paul, they all do this really well. They'll get in front of their defender and they don't always feel like they have to beat them in a race to the hoop, because a lot of those taller, more athletic defenders will take advantage of that, swat that shot from behind you. So they'll use this as a change of speed to get the defender to bump right into them. Sometimes they'll pick up foul calls, or at the very least, it'll kind of put them back on their heels because they don't want to run into you and get that foul call. And then you can go again to get past them. So again, you could rep that out with any of the moves, going boom, boom, squaring up in front of it, getting low. Keep it below knee height, keep that butt back far. One of the biggest keys to make this work though is you gotta put that cone out pretty far, because that'll really make sure for both variations of this drill that you're getting a long first step. If you don't put it out there, now I can touch the cone if it's real close and I don't really have a very long step. But if I have it here, now I got a really long step and I can start getting past that defender more effectively. But to take that next level, you gotta work on your hip mobility and your ball control, right? Well, I got a workout that'll help you with this a ton. It'll take this and all the other stuff I gave you in this video next level. It's a free workout. Just click the top link in the description, pop in your email. I'll send it to you instantly for free. And if you found this video helpful, make sure you click that subscribe button and that bell icon if you haven't yet. Click that like button and check out this video and this playlist. You're gonna love those as well, I'm sure of it. Thanks for watching, make moves today, and I'll see you in the next video.